Let me check. Hey, my voice is okay. My voice is okay. My voice is okay. Building AI tools to automate business workflow and operation. I feel like my voice is okay. All right. So, hey everyone. Today I am live streaming where I show how I manage my enterprise production ready code base. And you can understand a code base almost 67,000 lines of code. And nowadays I'm integrating AI pipeline or AI features into existing one. Last 10 days I have been working on refactoring, researching. So I complete that part, but now it's time to work on AI. So last day I was working, so that's why I didn't live on it because I researched about AI pipeline. You can see this is the chat, and I almost complete 50% of that research. And now today I will continue remaining part. So you see, I just put a hype coding thumbnail, which means you you will expect I will do all the hype coding because nowadays writing code it's not complex anymore. But the complex part is to understand code base and understand pipeline. Once you do, you can ask AI to write code faster and better way. So last 4 months, today it's been 4 months, and I started with just a strategy and idea, and I just uh, end up with this massive production ready code base. It's a huge code base, and so nowadays it's very hard to refactor and work with AI. Even though agent is exist on any code editor, but that part is very expensive, right? You need a lot of token to grab your understand the existing code base. So, but I do free of cost with help of any chatbot. But to make chatbot deterministic and predictable, you have to provide enough context. What you're building, what your architecture rules, your pipeline, and eventually you will get the answer you want. Not in one shot, but you have to iterate a lot. So that is the things I show you how I do it. And I use mostly ChatGPT as a chatbot, and I make it as possible as accurate and deterministic because ChatGPT in any LLM is not reliable and deterministic. Anyways, and I also use Notion for documenting, and I do have like I do a lot documenting about my architecture and my uh, code base because in this project I'm alone. So anyways, you can see I just understand the code base, the file folder structure. I research on it, and then So to build a right pipeline, AI pipeline, so I have to understand my existing workflow as well as, because this moment I have to unify my billing strategy as well as my token strategy. And as a billing strategy, I will use Polar. It's so Polar can handle tax as a merchant and also billing system. But for India, as I am from India, so I need to use some sort of Indian payment gateway. So I thought uh, browser pay. But the question is, if I use Polar, so Polar handle the merchant, which means all the tax recording stuff, and also Polar provides the billing mechanism. So if I use billing mechanism, I don't need to create a domain for AI credit like that. But I do have subscription. Yeah, so when I start, I roughly create these things. So now it's time to refactor and align with my context. So now I'm just researching about it. And I want to say, guys, something that I start with just a few word, and then I convert that few word into idea, and then I convert idea into plan, and then convert plan to strategy, and strategy to approach, and then approach to execution. So that's AI is helpful for me. Right. And nowadays people say AI will replace software development job and other stuff. But I don't see this way. I see the other way, which means now I will depend on, let's say, a photographer or maybe a thumbnail creator, because I don't have time. So I will delegate tasks to those people. But now AI can create thumbnail. So my dependency is gone. For example, let's say for to start any startup or any company, you have to hire an engineer. But now you can build by yourself. So you don't need to hire 10 people or 20 people, which means your dependency is gone, right? So that's the things I see AI will replace dependency. As social media or creator economy did, if you look at uh, 1 decade or 2 decades ago, all the film star or act like director, they are able to build a movie. But now the consumption pattern is changed. Individual become a creator. They create a short movie or short film, maybe one 10 second, 20 second, 1 minute, like that. So I see this way AI also reduce the dependency. So you can be independent founders, one man to run company, and that's the whole game. I'm trying to build a company, a platform, a tools where one human can run their entire company. So I'm building infrastructure for founders and developer. I'm not focusing on coding part, because already the other platform they automate the coding part. What I'm doing, I'm just focusing business workflow and business operation. So I want to automate these two parts, because if you look at my situation, I'm focusing this, researching, understanding the market, the product. This is not my job. Okay. What if? Yeah, I can review. That should be my job. Okay, that's fine. But manually researching, then understanding, that's not one people, because if the goal is to create a run an entire company by one people, then we have to delegate the tasks. So that's AI agent comes, right? But here the fact is, to build a fully autonomous tools, it need a huge infrastructure. But now I'm just shifting with a basic idea and basic things. But now I saw now the world moves to AI agentic era, and So anyways, uh, now I'm just researching about my existing workflow. So this is a subscription model for billing purpose, because if you are building SaaS platform, you have to charge. So that's billing strategy or billing pipeline exists. And as I'm building AI, so I have to fix, because AI is based on token or credit, right? So I have to convert my token to credit. And the second challenge is I have a two strategy. Should I let user to pick models, or I can internally decide which model will handle that particular task. So I have to understand the task classification in my project, right? So this is a challenge as well. And here I'm not building an entire uh, agent, so I don't need to think about RAG or vector database. I will work with my few one with MongoDB. Then when I iterate version 2, then I can introduce RAG or vector database embedding, all this stuff. But now just my ultimate goal to launch with the AI as an assistant, not AI as an agent. So assistant means it's a, yeah, you already defined workflow, right? That's called AI workflow. But agent means you don't decide workflow. Agent can decide. So yeah, this is just a little bit different. So anyways, guys, my job is to now uh, understand the existing pipeline and then iterate based on the current context. So I'm going to ask some question, and this is my subscription domain model. Yeah, this is not finalized, but as I am integrating AI, so now tell me, if I keep this AI, if I keep this subscription domain, should I use AI credit domain? Because I already handle subscription. Now tell me, where is the mismatch with AI credit domain and AI consumption? Because I think I also handle a lot of field inside a subscription. Tell me, how can I separate the use case? So this is my prompt. Okay. So let me give you a trick. So I open another tab. So I do this way. So for you, let me okay. Okay, it takes time. I don't know. But anyways, I think And okay, I think okay, all right. So here I'm just researching about my AI pipeline. So you can see how I work 15 hours. Uh, so guys, before writing any line of code, I research a lot so that AI can create the code I want really. So right now the the question for me, how can I separate the three domain? Because a subscription, it's a entire subscription things, and then I have AI consumption. So I want to track the AI use case, which means how many token, or yeah, who, or like, because like for audit purpose, I want to track AI consumption. So I can show a dashboard. So user understand, okay, how many token they use, or yeah, credit, yeah, how many credit are remaining, right? So that's the things I'm just understanding. How can I build? Because there is a difference. I also observe to make code works and to make code scalable. It's very huge difference. You can ask AI like directly, just give a prompt, ask AI can make it happen. I also observe these things, but you couldn't understand actually this code will uh, scale. You will understand when you face a problem. So like I got experience, I understand this scenario, because that code is not scalable, because large code base or production ready code base always have separation of concern, which means each layer can handle their own responsibility and boundaries, which means they cannot couple with other layer. If they are, which means you cannot scale. So that's in code base. I don't like coupling things because couple are not give you in real life. I don't know, guys, but in code base you have to follow decoupling. If your code is coupling, which means you cannot scale. If you want to add something into existing one, or maybe if you want to modify, you have to refactor all the files, right? That's not scalable at all. And second part, if you want to work with a team member, they ask all the code. Otherwise, unit how they can apply unit tests. So, and that's why, guys, my ultimate goal to showing this type of code base, because it's a production ready. Nobody saw in the YouTube. I used to upload my YouTube tutorial. That type of code, it's not like this, because this code is all about uh, production ready. And if you look at my background, my room, I'm not from any other city. I'm from literally a village, and that's I don't care if my code is leaked. And like in this channel, I used to upload a lot of tutorial, all the code free of cost. You can go there and then you can compare that code base and this code base. It's totally different. This code base now it's become 65,000 lines of code. Think about for a second how large it is, and more than 800 files exist in this code base. So it's very hard to refactor. That's why I'm not I'm not refactoring randomly. I have to understand what I'm doing. And yeah, so it's very hard. To be honest, it's very hard. But anyways, if you have a yeah, you can make it. So let's say, what's wrong? So I'm gonna so as I'm using Notion to document, so I feel I can understand okay, billing, system architecture, okay, development roadmap, system architecture, mm, billing system. So this document entire progress. So I can understand and building. So mentally, suddenly I like seven to understand how a document uh, building. So I'm building AI tools to automate business workflow and operation. So this is a AI tools. So right now I'm just implementing AI pipeline and billing system. So that I have completed my 70% of my progress. So now it's time to work on billing and AI. So that in SaaS platform, billing is the most important thing. So that you will charge money. Right? And AI is not free of cost. So you have to track certain yeah. So that's the thing and the sad thing about how can I implement on my existing code base. Because my existing code base is very large, so I cannot mess around that before writing any line of code for this pipeline. I must be starting fully. Now I'm just yeah, so I have two concepts about AI tax and AI transaction, and this is a subscription. So I'm thinking I was thinking to add AI credit, but now I have to add so that I can integrate AI credit inside subscription, and then this all these features can exist, or I can separately handle subscription versus AI credit. Or I have another option I can use Polar, which is payment gateway, where I can handle token or limit. So I have got the option. Now it's time to choose the right path. So based on my context and my requirement and the user experience and the understanding.
now I understand what is person-based plan and generation-based plan. Can you tell me a system is based in SaaS platform and as well as in my own SaaS platform? So I can understand mental model and that's where that. So this is the basic from the way. Now let's look at how can I convert this basic from into I think my ChatGPT today is study. Oh my god, man. Yes, it's the study. Now look at I will show you how I convert this basic prompt into a structural prompt that gives the node. That okay. Yeah. For the with right person with that name. Now tell me, what is that difference between person-based plans and generation-based plans? So right now, the tendency the person then wants as an absurd answer and it dictates everything. Again, let's start. What is the difference between person-based plans and generation-based plans? Which one is accurate for a SaaS platform and particularly for my case? Can you explain so I can understand mentally? Yes, look at the person. I think sometimes it's really hard to type. So let's this is the what is the difference between person-based plans and person-based plans. First one is based on SaaS platform and for my this. Okay. So I was now read I was I will read through understand then after this I learn. So as I said earlier, my learning is all about by doing. I don't keep random the topic. I face this, I understand the problem and then I apply. Now I have now the Twitter, Facebook Live, and been noticing this, so I clicked into this. So now I have to decide. So first I understand what is the Twitter, and where I would benefit more. previously read and now I understand that if I had a simulation of this, so internally I had to calculate that I think motion or other traction the follow finished this. So adding the whole person and used for individual that we actually understand it. And $10 or $20 to get 100 credits and based on the cost or complexities they can see their credits because in the class not every class are a template and we are running. Somebody can ask as a fix the grammar error. So it's very simple. So it doesn't take much patience. So if I use one credit or two credits as like creating my map, so it's totally unfair. But so internally, how can I calculate and so that internally I can track patience because entropy is always a size based on input and output token. I have to calculate so that I can make profit out of it. So now, should I create separately AI credit and then adjust my subscription? So the subscription is about not fully AI feedback with other stuff. So that since I can provide two things, for example, one board, maybe two board I can do three like that. So not only that would be the case thing. Definitely. Now you can see the situation that was not advertising to live from even a try. Now tell me because I want to calculate how many tokens user use because definitely I enter to chat their input and output tokens. So I will give user a select system so that each prompt doesn't take a large token. For example, maybe taking one day to take large no token, but the simple grammar with less token. So I want to make a fair. Let me see. Man, I have to type. second, LD, LD, so the system, this system is setting, 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 container, this, this, setting that SaaS, setting that SaaS, setting that SaaS, this time, and this time, after setting, setting, the icon, the icon, SaaS, admin, setting, then, and visit to that, 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 then, setting, So right now I'm just drinking, I'm learning my, it's not it's called roasted gram, that in, because in here, the temperature is not set to 2 degrees Celsius, and I don't have any AC room, so it's very difficult to set high, so to work longer, I need magnesium necessary, and this roasted gram, this uh, magnesium. So you can see I was stepping out of the because of I don't think it is so. So in the morning, like, I took a shower and then I just put and just put in a walk, and then now I just doing some. I'm doing good, man. What about you? Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh my god, man, it's very bad to walk on the green. So that's how I okay, that's cool. So let's first of all tell me how temperature reacts. Because react in West Bengal, I mean, we might look particularly 42 degrees Celsius. So what about your place? I hope everything is very, um, so right now I'm just understanding how can I implement my billing system. And that's probably
But yeah, before my mic was not close to me, so yeah, it was far away. But now I just hang on it. So guys, it's very hard to work in this complex project. So I don't want to mess around. That's why I research a lot. And if you look at my work style, you can see when I understand the code base, then I ask AI because AI can write code faster. But I have to give all the context, all the rules, Right. Guys, let's spend 5 minutes to finish my morning. Uh, I don't call it a breakfast, but I don't eat anything else except this. It's called roasted gram. So I just drink with water and some a little bit of 5 gram sugar. Second brain. Did you make second brain? Did I make second brain? Brain. Right now, I'm just working. I'm just integrating AI. So that's why I'm just making sure my billing system so it will align with my AI features because AI is very expensive and I have to track the token usage so that even user can understand how many credit they have and where they spend. So I want to create a dashboard for user and also for me so I can understand how many token they use. So right now I'm just researching about my billing system. So yeah, but after completing so if you look at I have the physical to-do list. So I guys follow which tool did you use? mm, which tools I use mostly for I have the cursor event the VS Code. So here I have Claude, OpenAI, Codex, and I also I have anti-gravity. But here I don't ask agent to understand my code base because I have understanding, right? So, but I used I research with ChatGPT, and I have this is my entire code base understanding. So I know what I'm doing and what each layer is, right? Because I'm building a SaaS platform. It's not a toy project. I ask AI, and AI can build a full project, right? So yeah, AI can build that. It's not question. The question is that your architecture is scalable or that can scale for huge amount user, right? And my code base is very huge. There are 800 plus files and 67,000 lines of code in this project. So it's very expensive if I ask AI to just research about. So it takes more than 2 or 3 million token. It's very expensive, which means $1 to $2 per message. But so that's why I know my entire code base. So I just research one by one and implement. Anyways, this is my strategy. Even though I don't have that type of like resource, but what I saw, okay, if you look at my strategy to work, so so physically I just create to-do list. If you look at my daily to-do list, I usually also handle through Notion. But if you look at physically, so this is my to-do list, so I know what to do, and yeah, so I follow this way. So yeah, I do hype coding, okay, but it's not like copy pasting. I understand first code base, then I just implement, because I already have code base, so I cannot randomly pick and it will work. It's not gonna happen. So that's why I always says you have to understand your code base. Okay, anyways, so now, so yeah, I will implement subscription, AI consumption, and AI credit. So to separately handle these three things, what would I remove and modify my subscription? Can you tell me? And I will, yeah, I have to create AI consumption and AI credit. Right now, these two model don't exist. I will work on later, but first I want to understand the mental model. Now tell me, how can I approach it? I think chat GPT dictation is an work. Ah, now it's work, man. Okay, thanks God. Okay, so what I do, okay, so this is my prompt. Guys, yeah, for you guys, I saw this technique. Mm, so here just I want paste this prompt and just ask polish it, polish it. So now this it create a structure prompt, which which likely create a better output. So this is the prompt, and yeah, you can ask to generate master prompt or large prompt, but yeah, based on my so this is my own prompt. That's not a structure. That's why I use another. Uh, if you look at, as I use ChatGPT as a huge chatbot, so that's why I separate my all things. This is the prompt. In this project, I only ask AI to create prompt. This is the research. This is the idea for my video, and this is all the stuff. So now you can understand. This is my own prompt, which is not good, but okay. And I replace with it the structure prompt. The content is same, but the structure is different. So guys, as I promised, I'm not gonna stop until I work 14 hours coding, and every single day this is my 14-hour coding session. And in this project I'm alone. If you are first time, please like this stream so that it can reach to people. And nowadays I'm doing because just I want to show you how I work. And if you look, you are believe or not, okay, this project is similar to enterprise level code base, and this type of code base in YouTube nobody share. Because if you look at my previous tutorial project, that project, those project and this project, there are huge difference between the code base structure. This code base is fully scalable, separation of concern, because each layer handle their own boundaries and responsibility. They are not coupling. But the tutorial based project, they are couple. They are just not execution based. They are implementation based, which means make it happen fast. But here, scale fast. So yeah, that are the things you can learn from my understanding. And it's been 2 years I just locked in this room, and I learn every single day. I put 15 to 16 hours understanding technology, and yeah, and now in this project I spent 4 months. It's been 4 months. I started with few word, and then I convert few word to idea, and then convert that idea into plan, and then plan into strategy into approach, and approach into execution. And then I face problem, I learn, I refactor, I iterate, repeat. So yeah, that's my journey. And but that's the learning I have. And nowadays I can scale, I can write very scalable code base, and because that's matter. If you know the system design, then you can understand what I'm talking about. So that's experience matter. But I don't think so in this era you have to work for somebody to gain experience, right? Because AI is exists, so you can ask the mental model. Yeah, so you have to chat, you have to research, and then you will definitely figure out the right things. Maybe maybe not with one chat, not two chat. Maybe you have to spend a month, a year to actually understand the right question to ask. Yes, bro, I have to use to new, like what? Yeah, like for automation now. I'm not a SDE. I'm now in the okay. So okay, so you said you are in the depths of team. So like, so I think you know Docker or Kubernetes, right? So I have also understanding. Yeah, not like the who already good at Kubernetes, dev or like sorry, Kubernetes, Docker, but I do know Docker very well. I'm using Kilo Code, QN code, open code, cloud code, underground event, time, all Chinese models. Yes, I also use Queen. Yeah, I use Queen for grabbing my, yeah, so just code base. So if you look at, I use a lot, but I understand where the use case of Queen. So yeah, this is the Queen. It's a chat interface like ChatGPT, and also I have Coder, and so here I have a bunch of like asking Queen to grab my code base for just folder structure. I asked to generate folder structure because I give context to ChatGPT about my code base. That's what I need. But Queen it's not good enough to create things because I know. So that's why I just use for this use case. And I also use Kimi, but I also face Kimi is not the things I want. I couldn't get. And Gemini also it's not for. So I only use massively ChatGPT, and Claude is not free, so that's why I don't use much more. But ChatGPT can understand my context, so I give all the context from my code base. So each project I paste the resource, right? So that's why, yeah. Right now I fully depend on understanding, because any AI tools, if you give the right instruction prompt, they can write code. Okay, it's not a question. But if you ask a long running task to create a end to end code, then Claude is the best. Then Codex. Uh, if I talk about code editor and agent, I think, yeah. So Claude agent is the best, and I don't think so. Anti gravity is best, because there is a rate limit anyways. So mostly I use ChatGPT just for writing code, but for understanding, I just use chatbot like ChatGPT and then give my context and iterate like that. So that's why you can see my chat base. If you look at a lot of chat I did like every single day, a huge chat base, and this is my entire project. If you look at how many projects I have, like code review and fix, code explain, error, and AI, current code, and the code generation, AI agent, research, and Q and question and answer like that. And I used to learn a lot of things like uh, Next.js, TypeScript, uh, React Flow, Canvas, like SatCN. So yeah, C++, DSA. I learned C++ very hugely, and then also DSA. So I have good understanding about technology. As I told you, last 2 years I locked in this room, and every single day I spend 15 hours. So yeah, that's the things. Uh, So okay. So this is the AI consumption. So like I have the trade-off as I told you, whether I have to choose the separate AI consumption and AI credit, or I can merge them into one concept. But I would love to separate things. So without creating AI credit and AI consumption, can I work on first AI runtime? Because I have AI tax domains. So can I work first AI runtime? After fixing AI runtime, then can I focus billing system where they are consume? Okay, so maybe AI runtime can consume the billing or AI consumption code base. You tell me? So now I just paste my own prompt into this. Now it converts this structure prompt. It's better than my own prompt. So ah, Credit by research, billing, and AI credit understanding. So yeah. my root level runtime folder structure for AI runtime. So now my question is, I want to know what approach should I pick? Should I let user to pick models, because not each task will require a reasoning model. So let's say I will use Anthropic and OpenAI model. So what type of model should I pick based on my task type? Now fix this entire documenting with new strategy. So each folder can handle their own boundary and responsibility. So I can understand. Now rewrite again this entire document. You have to organize so I can understand mentally. Let's keep this how to encoder. Okay, it's a to encoder. Create new project. Select AI. Well, this is my root level folder structure. Now I want you to read this entire runtime documenting and then reorganize the mental model and the layer responsibility. So you have to separate a layer. What runtime actually own? Because already have orchestration and workflow at root level. So you have to distribute all these two things, and also I have infrastructure layer at root level. So all these three things, if runtime belongs to code, you have to delegate here because I already handled the separation of concern and organize this runtime folder so that what each folder are responsible for and what they uh, handle, so I can understand the mental model and how they work. Now, can you polish it? This is the prompt, and now here I need paste. Okay, so now I'm understanding this entire development. Yeah, this is the D3. So I've already researched, and now I want to understand again. So because I change my mental model too, so that's this code is for. So now I ask, here also I will paste. Let's see what I get.
will now give me the full code base. So what each folder handle, what the responsibility. So first you have to give me each folder files and what they are. Yeah, that particular folder what they are responsible for. So give me all the AI runtime folder structure and their responsibility. And outside of runtime, you have to also provide uh, AI orchestration, AI workflow, and AI infrastructure. These three out of AI runtime. Now organize those folder as well. So here just you only cover about AI system, AI pipeline, nothing else. So give me this AI pipeline.
Let's create a new folder because now I have mixed it. So I call G3 AI pipeline. What I do, I just yeah. Now I want you to give me only AI runtime folder structure and their files, so I can see all the code base in one answer. In one. So I can